has been getting all those what ifs going on.
I haven't gotten a single fucking one.
Getting that Goku Black one going on now.
I really want to
Pretty
get
cool.
that one. Like I've heard really interesting stuff about that. But I can't. I suck so hard at the game. I have to play on easy mode, and then I can see moments when the CPU's just sitting there going like, "I'm just gonna stand here and let you hit me." I'm like, "I hate you. I hate you. I hate me. I hate you."
Yep.
I hate you hating me.
I want you. No, absolutely not.
And with that, hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast, where today we're talking about Ultraman Orb episode 15. Alex is about to step away.
I got the traditional Nick surprise start here.
Yep.
Hi, I've been Alex.
Yep. All right. Yeah, so this week we're talking about the second half of the Galactron two-parter, which, dude, I'm going to be on. Dude, again, this is probably one of my favorite two-parters. There's like a couple others that are up there, but hot damn is this Galactron two-parter good. Like, this is...
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's top 5 for sure. Probably, it might be top 2. There's like a couple of them that are really high up there like that, but like just how heavy this one is and how good the design work is and like all the emotional moments. Oh, it's perfect. So after last episode, Orb has been defeated by Galactron, who is using Naomi as its brain / voice box.
Right.
And we are left with a super downer moment where Orb is maybe dead, but obviously not dead. He gets stabbed, but you know he's alive. He's just gonna have some angst problems.
Guy doesn't seem to have taken any damage though.
No, it's he's also just a fast healer. Yeah, and then we get Shin being real fucking depressed as the start of the episode. Going into this, did you guys expect this was going to be like the downer episode of the series?
I wasn't directly anticipating that, but they've flirted with that kind of thing many a time.
Mm-hmm.
Josh is dying from something that he is not sharing with the rest of the class.
Go ahead, Josh.
Fucked up.
Did you watch the wrong episode again?
Yes.
God damn it,
Josh.
I went back and put it on. I was like, wait, this isn't the episode I watched.
Ah, God damn it, Josh. You watched the wrong episode again.
I watched next week's.
Like Nick even said in the message, we're doing episode 15 of Orb.
I know. I sat there, I clicked on 15, but clicked on 16 instead.
So did you think it was weird that it just skips ahead and the monster that they were fighting last time is gone?
I was like, did I miss? I was like, okay, whatever. She's in the hospital. Screw it. Spoilers.
That's amazing. Oh my god, that's fantastic. Oh, all right. Well, now we have to think about what to do.
No,
So
keep on going. I love
No, we're gonna cut here and paste this at the beginning of the episode whenever we fucking get to it.
Yep.
I'm watching it as we speak.
I'll play a few rounds of Sparking Zero while your happy ass watches that shit.
Yeah, we can go over to the other Discord for a bit while you watch it, and we'll pop back over or something.
God damn it.
This was all I had planned for tonight, so I'm good with that.
This is a weird two-parter. The second half is completely unrelated.
Yep.
I thought it was weird.
And I was like, Josh, I was even talking about it. It was like such a downer episode.
You know, I thought the next episode was a downer.
Dude, this episode's so depressing compared to that one. Like, everyone is sad. Shin is
I was
sad
like,
as
oh yeah, I
fuck.
loved it.
Like,
I
we
love
get
the
our
fact that they were down.
like the spring guy becomes a freaking walking Bhagavad Gita, just spewing proverbs everywhere. Like, come on, it gets
I
like
was gonna bring up the fact that in literally in the hospital there's these like 2 or 3 weird cuts when Shin is talking where he's just like
Did you kick the power strip?
that's what it looked like, didn't it?
Yep.
No, my Discord crashed,
Okay.
but we're back now.
All right. Yep. So anyway, yeah, this episode starts with Yep.
You massive troll.
So yeah, this episode starts with them having a flashback to the last episode, and then Shin has a nervous breakdown over robots because he's realized that his goal of making a giant mech for good will only lead to evil and destruction.
There's only
oh,
one
the
outcome.
hubris of men.
Yep. And then the Spring Lord gives him some advice.
God damn, it's a
We're gonna get a lot of
spring
Spring
episode.
Lord advice.
He's literally just spewing proverbs this whole episode.
Yep.
And it's always about springs.
What did you expect?
That's all he knows.
Okay, first of all, last week I thought we were just doing a bit because they were making springs. This episode proved me wrong.
We were not doing a bit.
Nope. Yeah, no, so this is the second part of the two-parter that is the Shin-focused episodes. How do you guys like the fact that the Shin episodes are super fucking depressing?
Just like his life.
Yep.
I mean, if it's being told about or by Shin, I buy that it's depressing.
Yep. We get
God, this episode was one slip away from just being at the base of Mount Fuji.
Yep. It's snowing on Mount Fuji.
I was talking about the forest.
That's fair. All right, now we've been canceled.
What
Goodbye.
happened next, Nick?
It turns out that after you stab Orb, he doesn't die. He just gets kind of fucked up a little bit. And then he gets tossed on the ground. And we get another dope-ass monologue of Naomi talking for Galactron. And how she doesn't want Orb to interfere because he's not a part of this planet, so fuck off.
This has nothing to do with you?
Stop interfering with my bullshit. I'm here to kill this planet, not your planet. Your planet is really far away and has a weird circle in the sky.
Yeah. Stopping now or you're next.
Yep. And then at one point, I think this is later, she nukes the city.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
well,
that's
it was
later.
a forest.
It's later, but I had to bring up because we're gonna have to talk about the imagery in that one.
Oh, it's quite the thing.
Oh yeah, this episode is very heavy-handed at times, but like it goes off on so Galactron goes off on this whole like this planet is like a destructive one by nature. Its ecosystem is like based upon like destruction. Everything about it is based on destruction. Humanity.
Your naive food chain ideals.
Yep.
Not enough springs to save the world.
Yep. You guys need more springs.
But like Galactron says, like everything was like they introduce a creation myth here that I didn't feel was at all necessary. But literally, they said like they're like all of creation is made to help each other, and your food chain planet is a blight. Everything is designed to function without depriving other life forms of energy. Like, okay.
That's also just how Galactron works. Galactron just doesn't understand other things.
Yeah.
stupid Galactron.
Yep. But it's still dope as fuck looking, so we'll give it a pass.
That's pretty cool. Oh, okay. Not thinking that one all the way through.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's a robot. It doesn't have enough springs. Of course, it's not thinking.
It's also
It's made of springs.
Not enough.
Tires. It's also fundamentally it in itself is a hypocritical existence because it essentially steals Naomi and uses her essence in order to further itself. It is
Oh yeah, but
actively taking part in this food chain process.
its plan though was to release her on this destroyed planet so she can die slowly and alone.
Yes, but my point is that it's still actively taking part in it doesn't consume her, but it kind of consumes her in order to use her. It is fundamentally doing a very similar process to what it is ultimately trying to look down on the planet for.
Yeah, I mean, arguably
Yeah.
worse.
Mhm.
It's pretty parasitic.
Yep.
And Jetta points this out.
Yep.
Yeah, well, Jeddah can go fuck himself.
Yep. Also, because Jeddah pointed it out, it's automatically wrong.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. That's how the lore works.
The lore does kind of.
Why do we hate Jeddah?
No, okay. So
the world hates Jeddah.
The world does kind of hate Jeddah. Jeddah is supposed to be the himbo of the group.
He definitely does have golden retriever energy.
Yeah, he is ultimately.
Especially in this episode.
And then Guy has to decide whether or not he's going to use the power of darkness to try to fight this thing.
But then he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't, and then nothing bad happens this episode, and Galactron just gives Naomi back.
Yeah, he's like, oh, man, everybody. I sure did learn my lesson.
And we don't get a flashback to her wearing that Jungle Explorer outfit at all.
No, we get that episode. Or that flashback.
Yep.
Naomi the Explorer.
I'm into it.
Can you spell Galactron?
She does have that energy when she's wearing that outfit.
That's right.
Yeah, so then
can you tell us who Orb is?
So then Dreadtail lifts the body up into the air, and then we get what I was talking about with a dope ass fight between Orb and Galactron.
Dude, okay. First of all, there's so much murder in this.
Yeah, after the nuke. After the nuke, yes. We already mentioned the nuke, but then we get like a dope ass fight. This fight is brutal as fuck.
Yeah, this was like the best part of episode 1 of Blazar.
Yep.
So like this yet again brings up a few questions that maybe the resident lore master can help me with here.
Mm-hmm.
So when Guy uses these cards, these Ultramen are still alive somewhere else.
Yes.
But a portion of their power is in the cards, wherever that means.
So my head canon.
Well, let me get to the heart of my question real quick, and then I'd love to hear the response.
Okay.
Because we see him smack the shit out of that civilian, out of that military plane, right? Yep. Does Guy become these Ultramen? Like is he like embodying their personalities? Is he them directly? Are they transported here in this moment and then zoop back to wherever they were? Like,
okay.
At what level are Belial and Zophi here at this moment?
So my headcanon on this is the cards are just an imprint of that Ultra's power. They have a power to them, but it's just an imprint of them. And Guy uses those imprints as a way to bypass his lost connection to the light. That's my
Okay.
headcanon for what the cards are. They're not a actual like a portion of the Ultra's power. I mean, they might have been made with a portion of it, but that power has since returned to the original user. And this is just an imprint of the power within the card.
But it
In
definitely affects his personality, right?
Yes and no. I would say it really only affects him personality wise when he's using the Belial card because it's not using light. For every other transformation, he uses like essentially 2 sparks of light to reconnect to his power. In this case, he's using 1 spark of light and 1 spark of darkness, and he's
Yeah.
not used to using darkness as a power source. So it's the darkness that's overcoming him. He's not naturally aligned with the darkness, and because the darkness isn't a power source he's ever really used prior to this, he just doesn't know how to control that, and it overwhelms him. And it's not
So
that he's
it's not Belial himself, it's the dark side.
yeah, basically. Like
Okay.
you know how he's like fighting like a berserker?
Yeah.
Belial is a pole arm martial artist.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That would have been cooler.
Yeah, I mean we'll see some of that at points in the future. Yeah,
But
Belial isn't like
I
that
think that
type.
this really makes it poignant that Orb, meaning Guy, did this, not him being taken over by another and just losing control. It's like an active, like, hey, you behaved poorly here.
Yep. Yeah, this is still Guy. Guy wasn't in control of himself because he was overwhelmed by the power that he had, but it is still Guy. It's not like someone else taking over his body. It's him losing control of himself.
Which is considerably worse.
Mhm.
It's literally Great Ape.
Kind of, yeah. But yeah, so obviously, as Alex mentioned, he just fucks that jet right up, going over to
Let's point out the
Galactron.
fact that it's just flying. He actively goes up to it,
Yep.
faces the pilot, and goes, "Ha bam."
Yep.
Yeah, he basically goes boo, SWAT.
Yep. Yeah, and everyone is freaked out by the fact that he just knocked this plane out of the sky. And then we get
That's
again,
weird, right?
yep, we get this dope fight though. Again, like he's just wailing on this thing.
Wailing, he rips his like rat tail out.
Yep. Well, not just that, he rips the arms off too, I believe, if I'm remembering
Yeah,
correctly. Yeah.
that little plate shield thing. He rips
Yep.
that off and goes and starts beating them.
Yep. And at first, like, it's just a cool fight, and then you're reminded that Naomi is inside of that thing, and
Yeah.
he's like actively hitting around where she is.
Yeah,
'Cause-
because remember he can see her with his X-ray vision.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like all of his punches are going to center mass, which is around where she's located. Like his hits, his knees are going towards that red orb thing in its chest, which is where she was absorbed into it.
But I mean, to be fair, he's only trying to
Yeah.
get her out.
Hmm.
Oh.
I mean, yes and no.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep, but no, it's
No, he just opened up a can of whoop ass. I don't think that's. I don't think he's doing anything else but that.
oh no, he's just trying to kill Galactron. And
It's just
I'm sorry, I stopped on an image of Jeddah just standing there, ugly crying, as Orb is trying to kill Naomi.
if I can't have you, no one can.
Yep.
It got real heavy there when they were just like, "You need to stop."
Like, what is he gonna do? What is Shing supposed to do?
Yep. Yep. Jetta's desperately asking Shin to save her.
I don't have enough.
Use your.
I don't have enough springs to save her,
Yep.
Jetta.
Use the ooze gun.
Yep. And
Use
then
the power of springs.
they like get through to Guy for a second. I love this because he's like, he slows down. He like starts bringing the arm down, and like he's getting back control. And then Galactron like jolts up, shoots him. It's like, well, fuck. He might have stopped a
Well,
second
now you
ago.
done did it.
Had my Goose Fraba moment, and you ruined it.
Yep, he was gonna stop, and now he's gonna blow you up.
But I love how Galactron then tries to do the calming theme on Ultraman,
Yep.
and it looks like it's working for a second.
Yep.
Then he's like, "And I nuke you."
And fuck off and die. You're dead.
So we go from, oh wait, I shouldn't stab where Naomi is. I don't think about stabbing the neck or the head or anything like that.
Mhm.
To, you know what's gonna be okay? An explosion.
I think it's like at that point he was coming around. He was starting to get control of himself again, and then this thing like pissed him off.
Knocks him back loose.
Yep. And he's like, oh fuck, I just need to kill this thing.
All I see is red.
Yep. What's that? Oh, you're doing that calming thing again? Fuck off and die. You should have tried that first instead of shooting me in the face.
I'll show you the calmness of death.
Yep. And then we get comatose Naomi lying on the ground covered in wires.
And cancer because of all the X-ray vision.
Yep. And she's rushed to the hospital as Guy is in a white void. And he's confronted by the memories of his Russian friend, who is totally not related to Naomi in any way.
No, ain't no way possible.
Yeah. And then he punches the ground and leaves the burial card there.
Oh
He never
God,
wants to use it again.
is it gonna be a long family tree thing?
Not that long.
I've made it clear by this point.
Oh God.
The whole Russian doll thing from like episodes ago should have made that one clear.
Oh God, it was obvious.
Yep.
It was there the whole time.
And then we get the reveal that the jet pilot is okay because the springs on the emergency.
I'm sorry. This should not have been a funny moment. I laughed so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I did too. Well, actually, it was more like depressed. So, like, oh my God, why?
Yep. That's the one silver lining.
They had to be self-aware enough to know that was going to be funny.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, at the same point in time, like, this is such a downer. Like, this entire scene,
all,
so down.
Springs are not a joke.
Yeah. They're dead serious. That man would have been
Oh,
dead.
yeah, we don't joke about springs.
We don't joke.
Yeah, so Shin's super depressed. And we get more platitudes about how we can sense the feelings of others.
I'm sorry. At this point, I'm just going. So, Josh, you went from Orb getting stabbed to, I guess, Naomi's in the hospital.
Yeah. I legit like, oh, did I forget something? Like, oh, okay, I guess I did.
Yep. The fact that I talked about it was a two-parter, and you didn't know what happened after the fight, just never like connected to. Maybe I watched the wrong episode.
Nope, didn't cross my mind at all. I'm just sitting here watching him, like, wow, this is a very depressing episode.
Yep.
So when he mentioned it was depressing, I was like, oh yeah, we watched the same episodes. Yep.
Yep. And then you watched the really depressing one.
God, I just imagined if they totally could. They could play it as like a series of flashbacks, but they could totally make Naomi's visit in her coma in the hospital as a clip show.
Yep. I mean,
it could have been
that
done.
now.
Yeah, like start in media res, and then we like work back to like how she got there.
Oh, excellent. Yes.
That's like legitimately, there's a different episode of Ultraman that does that.
Of course there is.
Yep, they've this show's been around since the '60s. They've thought of everything.
I was gonna say, now we're just retreading.
Yep. But yeah, so we get more platitudes about how we gotta like think with our hearts sometimes and not our heads.
This
And then
annoyed the hell out of me. Like the whole machines can't tell they can measure temperature, but they can't tell the intensity of emotion.
Yep.
They can't.
I literally study that, and they fucking can. It's not hard.
No, it's really hard.
You gotta remember this is 2016. We had no idea about that at the time.
Bullshit. We didn't. Bullshit. We didn't. There was totally sentiment analysis and natural language processing in 2016. It may not have been known to everybody, but absolutely we did.
Nah, that's a myth, like ice.
Ice is just a myth.
Yep. Yeah. So then we
Ice?
get.
There's no ice.
So then we get Guy flying like fucking Superman and using super speed to break into the hospital and get to Naomi's room.
Yeah,
Why
it's
does
a good
he-
thing we didn't make a Christopher Reeve joke earlier.
Yep.
Why does he walk anywhere?
To blend in.
Yeah, he wants to hang out with his friends. He wants to
Yeah.
hang out with these 20-something-year-olds who are hundreds of years younger than him. It is
Matter of
so
fact,
much
thousands.
worse than Uncle.
I mean, to be fair, at this point, he literally has no peers.
Oh, he has so many peers. He's met multiple other Ultramen by this point in the series.
He's 3,000 years
But
old.
not all the Ultramen are these 1,000-year-old beings, are they? Like Yuma is a child.
Yes, but okay.
But
Of the two that I know for sure he's
Lord
met by this
Master,
point,
all right.
one of them is a reality hopper that moves between universes,
Which
and the
one?
other one is half of a god.
Blazar.
What?
Yes, one of
Which
them.
one? Which?
So Ultraman Dyna, at the end of his series, starts jumping from universe to universe, and that's what he does from now on. And Ultraman Cosmos, at some point in the past, was a different Ultraman who split himself into two other Ultramen, Cosmos and Justice.
Wanda? Oh.
Yes. And he was a god at one point. And because of that, yeah. Yes, he has literally hung out with half of a deity.
With the what deity?
Half of a deity.
Oh, half a deity. Okay.
Actually,
I
he
thought
hung
for a
out with.
second you said Catholic deity, and I was like, this just got crazy. Let's go.
I mean, if you want to get real fucking into that, if you want to get into the fact that that Eiji Tsuburaya was an early convert to Christianity in Japan, we can get
Mhm.
into that. There's a reason why it's this shape when they fire the beam half the time.
And he found out. He put it together.
Yep, they're beings of
No.
light that come from the sky that shoot energy rays by doing this.
No. Oh, it's all a Christian myth.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
You've been watching Catholic propaganda this whole 10.
Shit.
Yeah. We get the whole reveal of the springs saving that one dude. And then Guy walks into the hospital room.
Walks? Does he?
Yep. I mean, he walks into the hospital room at that point. He used super speed to get there, but then he just walks in like a normal person, which makes me 100% believe he could have just walked through the hospital like a normal human being.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
But he's also like, oh, but I don't want to freak her out and like be
But
all
I
super
can't-
powered and stuff.
I just want to
can't
get.
be around you right now.
Yeah. But I will.
I have to go and
legit
be
see it.
moody real quick.
I'm gonna go be moody, and the only person I want to have see this is the girl that I have a thing for, and Jeddah, because Jeddah's not going to talk. No one's going to believe Jeddah if he tells people that I
No,
was super
yeah,
horny.
no, that's not. It's not that he won't talk. It's that no one will believe him.
Yep.
He just whispers that no one will believe you.
Yep. And then like 3
Bill
other
murdered
people
his
walk
ass.
in. Then 2 of his friends and a man he met yesterday come in.
Oh, no, get off my computer.
I just like at this point they're all standing around as she comes to, and they have this moment before she goes back to sleepy time.
Yep.
Because she like I love the acting in that moment where she's like, "Oh, okay," and just immediately goes back into the coma. I'm like,
Okay,
"All right."
okay. First of all, that happens.
It's insane.
As someone who was on morphine for quite a bit for medical reasons, you just black out.
Well, that's not a coma.
Oh, you're comatose for a minute.
Being comatose in a colloquial sense is different than being in a coma.
No,
A
dude,
medical coma.
there's an SNL sketch I need to get you to watch. It involves Ariana Grande and Castrados.
Okay.
It's because you like music.
Yeah.
Oh, now I've got a bad feeling about this.
You just twist and a twist and twist, and it just pops off.
What pops off?
Castrado. Do you know what that is?
What?
Do you know what
You're gonna
castrados are? All right, for the viewers
Oh,
at
I do
home,
know what castrados are. Do not do this. I do not like this.
you're
Do
just a twist.
I just realized
and a
what you were
twist,
saying.
and a
Absolutely
twist.
not. Absolutely not.
do it. It's fun. It feels invigorating.
No, sir.
This has been a part of
You
the
gotta get. That's one of those real. You gotta get them young things too, which is horrible.
Oh God, yep.
Nah, you can do it old. I mean, you don't get the same like effects, but man, it still feels great.
All right, everyone, clip that.
I mean,
clip
you
that,
do it
clip
for
that,
different motivations at that point.
clip
Well,
it how
yeah,
I said,
everybody
clip it.
everybody look at the CBT.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, so guy cries on Naomi's hand because he's so overwhelmed by everything.
By darkness.
Nah,
He too can never forgive
Yes.
Ultraman.
And that's why the rest of this show he never transforms again.
It becomes like a friend parody.
Yep, and now
It's a
Juggler
buddy
is the
cop
ultimate
show.
hero.
He teams up with Uncle.
Dude, I would watch the shit out of that. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
I would watch that show so much. Yeah.
Just two best friends.
Yeah. So then.
And then say they gotta have a buddy cop song or something, right?
Yep. Let's be real though. If I'm trying to think, like, who would be the? I think the natural foil for, like, Uncle has to team up with Shin, right? And Shin's like his Q, and he's James Bond.
I thought this was going to be like a Starchy and Hutch.
Yeah, I was going Starsky and Hutch.
See, I think that Shin's gonna be like his Q, and then Uncle's gonna be like a secret agent who's bad at being a secret agent. Like he's
So
gonna
it's
be
like, get
undercover
smart.
a lot. He's gonna be undercover. He's gonna have like a shitty mustache, and everyone's gonna point out that it looks bad.
I'm still seeing Starsky and Hutch out of even that description.
I really hope this really shitty mustache thing doesn't come into play in the next episode or two.
No, but we are getting dangerously close to meeting Uncle's family. Yeah. So then, Guy goes and he gets the card because he's gonna keep the Belial card because eventually that'll turn out okay.
Yeah, eventually he's going to put it up his butt.
Yeah. That's how he
I love
controls the
how-
darkness, by putting it in its anus.
By putting it in the darkness.
Yes.
We forgot to mention before, but I love how Naomi's mom is not involved in this at all. Uncle has to call her and when Guy appears, we hear him lying to her mom,
Yep.
saying like, "Oh, she'll be fine." Like, that's a lie, and we know that's a lie because the show has told us that's a lie.
It's not a lie. He can see
It
the
is a
future.
lie.
He can see the future. He has X-ray vision.
It's the wrong character, and no, he can't. He's just a clone.
Wait, did you say uncle or guy?
Uncle. Uncle is the
Oh,
one who's lying.
Yeah.
oh man, I thought you said guy, so I was like, oh yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
when Guy appears, we hear the end of Uncle's conversation with Naomi's mom.
Yeah.
No. See, that's not a lie. That's just him being a good brother.
Yeah. And it's also
That's okay.
That's also
Yeah, it's
setting up the
definitely
next
okay.
episode, where we get a buddy cop moment between Uncle and Naomi's mom.
Yep, and shitty mustaches.
Feel like we could just take any pair out of this show and be like, all right, we can work this out. This could be a buddy cop.
Shin and Juggler. I want to
I
watch
was
that.
You would watch the fuck out of that.
I want to see how Shin tries to like rationalize stuff.
No, I honestly want even better. I want Juggler and Jetta.
Yeah. Juggler would be so tired of Jetta's shit by like
Immediately.
episode 1. Jetta be dead.
episode 1. Jetta is held at sword edge. Juggler's like, listen, if you make me angry once, I cut your head off and send it to your family. That is the opening of the first episode.
The episode opening of the second episode, his parents are opening a box.
It'd be a hell of a pilot, guys. I'm saying you're saying this in jest, and I'm just writing it down.
I mean, go for it. I will say, we
We're
do
gonna be
get
rich.
Juggler's actor more than once in this series, in this franchise. He does play a more even-keeled character later in the franchise.
See, that's disappointing. I don't want even keeled Juggler.
So he's fun. He plays the head of a defense force in one of the other entries.
Oh my god, the head of the defense force.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we get him like being the responsible older brother type.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to unsee Juggler. You do
That's-
realize this?
No, it's dude, honestly, you don't realize it at first, and then when you see like then he
How
gives
could
you
you
like
not
a
realize-
smile and you're like, "Oh, that's fucking Juggler."
God, he does have such a distinctive smile.
Yeah, like he's
Oh my
being
God.
serious at first and you're like, "Oh, this is a really good actor." And then he smiles at you and I'm like, "Oh wait, no, I recognize
I
you,
know
fucker."
you.
He does the juggler smile, and then we're just like, he just went to a different dimension.
Yeah, exactly. It's all canon.
Yep, everything's canon. Yeah. No, this is again, it's one of the best two-parters in the franchise in my opinion. The way that this is like such
Pretty
a
good.
because like about half the episode is just the aftermath of that fight.
Yeah, I mean they don't belabor getting to the fight, and they use a lot of the episode for the aftermath, and it doesn't feel like it was really well paced, honestly, for a two-parter. It was pretty good.
Yep, they leaned really hard on like the emotional beats correctly. Again, probably a
Yeah.
little too much spring talk, but you know, they got to give some hope to us.
Yeah, you
And
know
what is hope if not a spring?
God damn it. We need more springs in our lives.
We do.
Is that what my new merch is gonna be? We just make spring merch?
Dude, if you sold a spring, I would fucking die.
It's an Ultraman spring.
Yep. Just like a little silver spring with some red blotches on it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh man, I am gonna make a shirt that's just the spring of hope.
Hell yes.
I think you could just say "Hope springs eternal,"
No, that's too much wording.
but that's the actual saying.
I'm also gonna make one. This is I'm here to chew ass and kick bubblegum.
I thought you were
And
gonna
I'm
go
all
with a
out of
different
ass.
All right. Well, tune in next time for when we get the fallout of Naomi's hospitalization.
I don't know, Josh, you freaking manga reader. How was it?
Oh, it was perfect because you can get this merch right here, specialized by me, sometime in the future.
Specialized? You really got to work on your segues.
I don't fucking know.
Tune in next time or before this. I don't know for sure which. When we
I only
find
know how
out
to
what
sell
happens
doors.
when an old woman's ghost bites your dick off.
Man, what a thrilling adventure that would be.
Yep. Bye-bye.
I only had a Florida woman do it.